Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be going over of what we found at Phil Foster. I was with Max. He came back from college the week before. So before we got there, I looked at the weather, and it was a good day. It was gonna be like a more sunny day, which was good. It was high tide, so it was probably around like 10 o'clock in the morning, and we were hopeful when we got there. We were just wondering if we are going to see anything. I mean, it is the winter. Not a lot of people go out during that time just because it's colder. But we got there. It was probably around 10. And they said the water was going to be like 75. So we're going to deal with cold water. So yeah, I'm going to let the video play and our first reactions of the water when we got there. You ready? Ready going in. The water looks great. See right to the bottom here. But yeah, let's get it started. It's in chilly. It's so clear. First time in what is it? 6 months? 2 months? 6 months. Taking our time here. You're fed. When we first got in the water, we were looking, like before we got in, we saw this big group of mullet. So the mullet are coming in closer to shore at this time of year. A lot of the sharks and stuff, bigger animals like to come in too. But we swam through it a couple times. That was pretty cool. I've never swam with that many fish in one little circle in 3 feet of water. But yeah, we got in the water there. We saw, I think, a moray eel tail. He didn't come out, so I swam over him real quick. So some of the fish we saw when we got in there, because we went through some of the structures already before and previous dives we've been on. We normally see parrotfish, barracuda. We'll see angelfish, French angelfish. We'll show later in this video. And there's really like almost anything there. It's a very nice spot. So we got lucky again with a clear day. And yeah, I'll show you more of those videos. So I'm going to go over what happened with the scorpion fish and then what happened right after that. So scorpion fish, I just came down because most of the time you'll see my other videos that when I go across scorpion fish will come down and they'll sit still. This one did not want me to get close at all, so spooked me a little bit. So me and Max kept swimming a little bit after that, and then we both got stung by a jellyfish that we didn't see. It wrapped around my entire shoulder right here, and it got around my hands. and then like my lower back and my feet. I could say I've never had that happen before, but yeah, it was probably the weirdest thing that happened because we didn't see it. And I was just, for a little bit, you could probably see in the video, I tried to kind of get it off of me because it was it was kind of like stuck on there. I don't know. But I got it off. It was fine. But he was clear, so we didn't see him. We didn't know what kind of jellyfish it was. We did see some moon jellies after. Um, yeah, I mean, it happens. While we were here, we went to a different spot in the same area at Phil Foster. We went by, if you've ever been there, there's a little dock area. So we went through under there. We saw some filefish. I was making sure I was keeping out for seahorses to see if we could see them on the pilings. But we just saw some more French angelfish, and then of course the filefish. He was pretty big. I've never seen one that big before, and we saw a couple of smaller ones there too. And yeah, that's that area. this part right here, we came across a squirrel cowfish, and then we saw one of our top finds of the day is a green sea turtle. You're not going to see them a lot this time of year because they're not nesting anymore. But it was a good surprise to see them just kind of cruising around. And then channel first, we finally saw seahorses. So we found our first seahorse kind of in the grass. Seagrass, he was holding on. Seahorses are not very great swimmers, so you won't see them kind of venturing off as many other fish do. These seahorses, they're very small. They're probably the size of my pinky, really small. But it was just cool to see them. We weren't expecting to see them until I'm like, uh-oh, what's that? And then I look down and I see it. But yeah, that's for that little area we went through. Then towards the end of our dive, we went towards the bridge, the big part of the bridge. It's not the smaller side where it's darker. It's the big part where most of the cars come over. And it was colder in that area. We didn't see as much. We did see French angelfish and lots of starfish. Then after we went through the bridge, we kind of came back to our little spot. Mullet were still there, so we swam through the mullet again. And then another mystery find we found was a fireworm. I've never seen this type of animal before. It looked like a centipede. It was cool. I mean, the more you see that there's so many different things in that little area, it's just so surprising. And yeah, that would be our dive at Phil Foster. And I just want to thank you guys for this year. We have about 70,000 views on our YouTube channel from shorts and these long form videos that I try to do. They're not as easy to make, but I got some support from a lot of you guys. And over the Christmas break, I got new fins and more things like that. So we'll see. I also got a new camera, and we'll get some different angles with that. And yeah, last year came out very well. I mean, hopefully next year we can maybe hit 100 subscribers. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to make more of these longer videos. They're just not as easy to make, but yeah, thank you guys. Subscribe for more.